Welcome back to the YTG Podcast.
Welcome.
You are new here, my name is Nico. I'm an automotive photographer and now amateur racing driver.
I'm Sean, and I am the owner of this lovely shed in Keysborough, YTG Young Timers Garage.
Here
Welcome.
on the weekly-ish YTG Podcast, we're going to give you the sort of inside scoop inside the automotive industry in Australia, as well as some fantastic stories, motorsport, anything car related. So, and a bit of electric car hate. Join us on another episode, and we hope you enjoy. Welcome back, Season 2, Episode 27. We're nearly at Season 3, mate.
Yes,
we are nearly at Season 3. And we are going to almost cap off the end of this season with a motorsport special, an Erebus Motorsport V8 Supercars special with our amazing guest, Barry Ryan, CEO of Erebus. Mate,
Motorsport. Thank you so much for coming, mate. Huge.
Yeah, no problem. Great to be here and great to look at over these awesome cars.
It's a great spot, isn't it? It's a good backdrop to do a podcast.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, it's a good place to look down.
Hard to concentrate.
Yeah, so we've got a lot to chat shit about this week. Obviously, the main, headline being the fact that we were the main sponsor for one of Erebus's cars at the Formula One.
Yeah, it was huge.
Which was amazing.
Blessed.
So we will crack into all of that a little bit later in the episode and tell you, what it was like from Barry's point of view, what it was like for us being a major sponsor for a Supercars team. We can tell you all about what that experience was like. It was very cool. So thank you very much for that, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being involved.
So stay tuned a little bit further in the episode. We'll talk about that. But I want to kick things off. I want to ask about you, mate, because obviously you must have a fairly esteemed career to be where you are and doing what you're doing. We had Wayne, one of your race engineers, in a
he's
week
an absolute
ago,
gentleman.
Yeah, he
was telling us some stories, some history.
He came here and I was sad. I was busy at the time, and then the boys were free, and he was having a good look around, and then I was able to have some time and spend with him, and it was like, he goes, I got to go. And we're like, shit.
You talked to him for like 3 hours.
Mate, we didn't move off the couch.
He's a great person.
Awesome. Yeah. And the history and just it was honestly, I was just like a little kid. I was just listening to it. It's amazing. So
he's done a lot of good things, Wayne, in his career.
And just a really good, obviously good synergy with you guys, and he's been with you for a while now, hasn't he?
Yeah, since 2017, I think.
Yeah,
so,
fantastic. Fantastic.
Long term.
Yeah, no, great guy. So, awesome. I mean, the whole crew, I mean, we were just blessed. I mean, honestly, again, I can now probably say thank you to you, Betty, and Carly, who made the inquiry, really. Yeah. And we're blessed to know Carly from the Tickford, which was the Tickford. So we're very grateful for the opportunity, and then the livery launch, and then, even when we were there, we were just sort of pinching ourselves that, we're the smallest fish in the pond, but hey, we're in the pond now, and really, honestly, we're very grateful for the opportunity that you gave us. It was honestly, I'm still, even today, still getting calls of good wishes and how amazing the car looked, and honestly, it just blew us away. So really, I just want to say,
it's great to see how appreciative you are, because most of the time we're thanking the sponsors for being on board. So to get that appreciation back it's not rare, but it's not what you expect.
No, mate, we
appreciate it.
All the crew, all the boys. And we made sure, we made sure that we said goodbye to every single fucking person before.
Yeah, it was noticed. Yeah.
Sorry,
it was noticed
because they're just. Hang on, we're fucking mate. Who the fuck are we, mate? We're fucking. I am a dandy boy. I mean, to me, to be privileged to be in your world, and have the grace from you and Betty to allow us to do that was fucking massive for us. I mean, I didn't do anything like Duttons or Ferrari and big fucking Titanics in our little fucking shed in Keysborough. So it was really, really good.
Duttons? YTG is bigger than them, isn't it?
Fuck. Don't you heard it from the master.
Let's make sure you are.
Thank you very much. It's very blessed to be a part of that. But a little shit. But in saying that, it was just, like I said, I mean, because a lot of our clients aren't necessarily into V8s, in Formula One, but it was the most perfect weekend because they were there, and we're the submarine, we don't say anything, and they may have not seen the press release, that sort of stuff. So it was really great when we were there in the weekend, like, what the fuck? What's going on? Shorty looked, and again, honestly, like Chad Noel and that, who the fuck, they don't have to piss in our pocket, we're fucking no one, mate. But, I mean, they came up and they were genuine, they go, do you like the car? I gave him a hug, I go, mate, thank you so much. It was very kind of you, you didn't have to do that. And granted, he was grouse because he was battling at the same time. It was a really good battle.
Yeah.
So eyes on Cooper. The car looked great. Obviously, Erebus, your championship, so all eyes on everything. It's a whole new chapter, a new leaf for you in a sense. And honestly, I was just fucking blown away. It was just amazing. So, honestly, we were pinching ourselves. I've got it as my screensaver as the car in the front of the wall. And again, I'm very blessed to have a really good network and some pretty serious, influential people, and you're getting honest. They don't have shit in their pocket, mate. And I was very humbled at even Shane. I mean, Shane Howard ran into them and Tim Edwards, and they're all going, mate, the fucking car looks epic.
Yeah.
And especially Shado, because he's got so much racing history, and his dad and Alfred and all that. We always talk about Alfred, and he just said, he goes, fucking the car looked mad. It looked fantastic. So
gold on black. It
looked iconic.
So it's always going to look good.
Yeah. So enough of that. Again, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I mean, as much as we said on the social, but I'm very grateful you're here. It's a big thing for us. I want to say thank you again. Please pass on our best to Betty, because it's a huge thing for us. So grateful. Thank you.
Unreal.
So let's turn back the clock. I want to, firstly, for all of our audience who doesn't know a whole lot about Erebus V8 Supercars, who you are, please explain to us, who you are, what you do, and then obviously where you've come from, how your career has gotten you to this point.
Yeah, so in a snapshot, personally, I've been in professional motorsport since 1998. So started in a supercar team, raced a bit myself, go-karts, motorbikes, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, come through a small team, John Faulkner Racing, for a couple of years, and then worked through to some bigger teams with Kmart Racing, who was part of Holden Racing Team.
Yep. Was then that Kelly's? No, Kmart? No. Was that
Kmart? It was with the Kellys.
Kellys,
they owned it.
Yep.
Was that when the whole Lap of the Gods era stuff? Because that's a Kmart car.
Yeah, it was. I actually left that year and went to Larry Perkins. So,
wow.
I missed out on that, but but it was a career choice. So I moved up to a higher position. Went and worked for Larry. So
how was Larry working for? Because I've been blessed to meet him a few times because through Perry. Yeah. And he's an absolute gentleman. From what I think he's great. Like the mind and just
he's brilliant. And it's like a father figure to everybody he works for. And when you first work for him, you're really intimidated, especially if you know who he is.
Yeah.
And then he's a real ruthless character. That's the best way to put it, because he wants to win. And to win, you can't be, I suppose, finish last, they say. Yeah. So it's pretty right. And
it'd have been a good training ground, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I worked for Larry for 5-6 years, and then Kelly's bought Larry out. Worked for Todd Kelly and Rick for a few years, and still mates with Todd, still mates with Larry. And then, met Betty in 2012, and the journey started from there. And, it's been a awesome career so far with Betty. This is my 13th year with him. And
So that was her first entry back then when she first came into the motorsport realm, or was Betty involved in some motorsport before that?
Before that, she sponsored some people.
Yes.
And,
in GTs.
GTs, some Formula 3. Had a team called Cactus Racing before that. I didn't know a lot about it, but I've learned a little bit about it, and that they raced at, I think they raced at Macau.
Oh, right, okay,
And then eventually we raced at Macau in GT cars in 2013 and 14, I think it was, And, but to get second at the Bathurst 12 hour, the first meeting I did with Erebus, when I first met Betty and Daniel and
that was the AMG GT, wasn't it? No.
It was.
Correct,
The SLS,
Yeah.
And then go back the next year, 2013, and win it.
That was big,
a good start to their relationship.
Absolutely.
And then I was basically from November 2012, I was full time with Erebus and been there ever since. So.
Awesome. And did you come in as a race engineer, or did you come in
as a partner initially, or was that how you started?
Yeah, I left 2011, left Kelly Racing, and thought I wanted a gap year. I just wanted to do something different, and did some stuff with a good friend of mine, Bruin Beasley, and it was Jack LeBrock, actually, who's with us now, in a Formula Ford.
Yep.
And we won the Formula Ford Championship that year, and in amongst that, I was doing some contract work with Erebus, and that's how it sort of come about. And I actually had a really, really busy year between working Formula Fords and a little bit of Super 2 with Bruin, Minder Motorsport, and then Erebus. And it was really good. I didn't know who Betty was, and I just knew she was a passionate woman that loved motorsport, and I just did what I was asked to do and just started ticking boxes for her. And ever since that journey, it's been
just developed
amazing.
Into it.
Yeah,
awesome.
So was that a new team, or was that a race license that you guys took over from, or was it the Kelly team you took over? Or?
No, it was Stone Brothers. So Ross and Jimmy Stone. So they had a Ford team, factory Ford team, and then we turned into a Mercedes team, and that was a big journey. But I spent a few years ticking boxes with the GT team, and we raced Utes and a bit of Formula 3, and just and sort of made that Erebus Academy where we got a lot of young drivers in. Tried to
really culture
establish
and
some careers.
Yeah. And when the Mercedes was big. I mean, I remember when you did it, because obviously AMG, it was Lewis, all that fantastic, and the fact that AMG all of a sudden we had which I still, maybe we're just little blokes and shit's having a crack, but I don't understand the science and politics of it, but you really thought that Mercedes would have got behind the success of Formula One, and then just gone, fucking now we're in the sport, we're going to dominate and just used all that amazing marketable, bankable commodity from F1 into now V8s and just dominate. But they didn't get involved, did they? You guys are on your own.
Yeah, they had no interest, and Betty basically footed the bill and funded everything. It was amazing commitment from her, and
huge.
It was sad that, like you said, they could have got involved with
massive
opportunity. What I saw back
then,
I'm only what I do, but from a marketing standpoint, the A class would come out and the B. Those
we were the
vehicles,
biggest AMG market per capita in the world at one stage for a couple of years. Mate, AMG was out of control because Dennis Meehan is a very dear friend of ours, and he was head of AMG for a good sort of 10, 12 years, and now he's sort of retired, and he sort of consults and does some stuff here.
Yeah, I know Dennis,
he's grouse, and one of those things that was, we were the biggest per capita, and that's why I was like, hang on, E63, the most popular car next to a C63, and you're like, no one's done it, big in Europe, ballsy to do it here, fuck, it just sounded like why wouldn't you get behind it? Just stupid. Honestly, AMG, you missed a massive fucking opportunity, mate.
Well, we're putting one together, a supercar, one of the old supercars, and going to get you to sell it for us, so that'll be exciting.
So. A Mercedes. Cool.
Listen, stay tuned, little scoop, and that'll be a pretty epic thing, because that would probably end up going back to Europe or something. But
there's only ever been one sold, and that was to Penrite. And
yes.
Yeah,
wow.
Probably only ever sell one more, and that'll be
thank you.
Your job.
Fascinating.
Listen, stay tuned. That'll be pretty special. If anyone's watching and you want to get in early,
start now.
Taking expressions of interest.
Give us a call. In fact, that'll be probably one of the few on the open world. So that's
cheap commission for us.
That's a pretty epic. Yeah, Captain, we love the opportunity. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Stay tuned for that. Nice. Fuck, that'd be epic. That'd be epic. Anyway, so yes, fantastic.
So you wear the title of CEO.
Yep.
But you're also working as Jack's race engineer. Is that
right?
Yeah, this year, I hadn't race engineered since 2011, where I was with Greg Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
But obviously, for nearly 10 years leading up to that, I was a race engineer. So in amongst jobs, sometimes I was a race engineer and a team manager at the same time at Larry's and a little bit at Kelly Racing. But so it's not too daunting to me, but it's a big task, and there's lots of stuff in my brain's got to focus on at different times. But when I'm at the race meeting, the last 2 rounds, I've really enjoyed it, working with Wayne. And it's people are probably thinking, why aren't I giving a younger opportunity? But we really need to rebuild with these drivers we've got with new drivers, and we've got a good young guy ready to race engineer probably in a couple of years. So
who was the one with the Ripper bloke who was wearing the pink cap? He was a champion.
The pink cap with all
Kieran,
the tattoos.
With all the tattoos.
He's a chief mechanic,
Mate, he's a champion. I mean, they were all Ripper. Honestly, we were very humble. They're all such a good crew, and you could
there's a good vibe in the garage.
Yeah.
We have fun.
It's fucking grouse. Honestly, it was a really good vibe. And obviously, because I'm going into a lot of the other, just g'day, and I'm like, and I thought, I'm being really hard on myself. I'm going, am I being biased? Am I being biased?
Yeah.
Am I being biased? No, I'm fucking not. It's just a really good vibe.
Yep.
It's fucking cool.
You've got it, because it's hard work, and if you can't have some fun, you just get burnt out and leave.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, unfortunately, Imbo's punted us over the weekend, which was disappointing, because the boys had a good run. But, I mean, I can say that. I'm no one. But in saying that, it's one of those things that they were fucking imbos for doing it. But it was good. I thought it was great to see how it was the weekend, and just it was fantastic. I mean, it's disappointing about the rain, but that's FIA and Formula One, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so strict, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty sketchy conditions, but my opinion is always the drivers have got control.
But Jack did say, he goes, Shawnee, around the back there, you fucking felt like you were aquaplaning it. Like it was just, and it would have been carnage. It would have been 2 seconds out from loading up. What a ball ache it would have been, you know what I mean? But
it was disappointing, especially with Cooper and the YTG car starting on third. It would have been amazing.
Mate, we were all hanging out for it.
That's honestly, I my screens are just. Again, I pinch myself, mate. I fucking can't believe we're sitting on there. We felt so grateful. Carly goes, right, you're all on the grid. We're like, because I wasn't sure we were going to do it this year.
Passes, that's
right.
And
Carly was like, no, you guys go. And we're like, fuck, I love you, Carly. Thank you so much. And it was just, we're sitting there and we're all, the three of us, because I mean, but I'm very grateful because Nico's been very much on the journey with me and helped me build and do all these amazing things. He's his own person, but I'm very grateful for all of what he's done, and Liam as well. You know, he's my partner. He used to work for me, and he's my partner now in New Zealand. And you know, just it was a proud moment for us to sit there and be, like I said, be a part of your amazing organisation and the culture and what you guys are about. And we felt really in tune with it. And sitting there, the photo, the three of us, it was a real proud moment. You know, disappointing it didn't rain, but I didn't give a fuck. We were third and got the cap, and mate, I'll fucking take it, mate.
Has Cooper still got the cap?
Yeah,
good on him.
Nice.
Yeah. Good on him. And you could see, I mean, and again, not being biased, you have to. I really am objective and very hard and looking at, but it was genuine appreciation, genuine. You could see that they're really looking at him like this. You know, this kid's a good kid. Like you can see that. You know what I mean? And
it's really hard to get that
good.
raw speed. And he's got the raw speed, so he's going to kick some goals this year. Yeah.
So then from there, so the Mercedes ran for a few years, yeah.
Yep.
And then
Mercedes ran for 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, and that's then the car of the future.
Yeah, car of the future.
Car of the future, and then that's when after the Mercedes, that's when you went to Holden.
Yep. We moved from Brisbane to Melbourne.
Because you were up there, weren't you?
Basically started from scratch back here in a little workshop in Moorabbin and with the GT cars. And
and where you are down the road, you've been there, what, 6, 7?
We moved there towards the end of 16.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we outgrew Moorabbin pretty quick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
When we started in Moorabbin, there was 2 people, me and Damo, who's still there, and that was it. And
wow.
Just started a team from there. So,
fresh start, bang, blank canvas, off we go.
Yeah, less than 2 months to build a team and get cars ready, and it was
for the season.
Fuck. Yeah, it was a lot of headaches, but
a credit to the crew.
Learned a lot about it, and been through
they've all been there a long time too. From it seems, like I said, 6, 7 years. That's which is good.
It took a while to build the crew, and you go through people as you do in a new business. But it was we've had a lot of loyalty, and one of the guys that probably was our second employee, Brad Tremaine's, just left us at the start of this year to go into IndyCar. So we bought him from a young Kiwi when he came over. He was only 21, hadn't worked on a supercar, and now he's working in an IndyCar in America. So
fantastic!
Pretty proud of what he's doing.
Have you guys got any synergies with any IndyCar teams over there or anything like that? So obviously some of them, like obviously got WAU, but is there anyone else? There's no one really else. Have you guys?
Not IndyCar. We've got some NASCAR.
NASCAR as well. Sorry.
Yeah,
NASCAR?
Richard Childress Racing. We had Richard's first time he'd ever come to Australia. He came with our team at the end of 23. We've been there a couple of times.
I remember when he came out.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a link there with them. And I've got some good mates in other teams, Joe Gibbs and stuff like that.
Oh, gross. Gross. And I guess now with the way the format's going now with the new season, which is very much similar to their racing format in the way their knockoff season
with the finals
and that.
Yep.
How do you see that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a real battle to make sure we get in the top 10.
Is it about being really just consistent or just...
Yeah, you got to at least be in the top 10 after Bathurst.
Yes.
And then you got a chance to progress to the top 7 after Gold Coast, and then the top 4 after Sandown. And so I think it's good. It's going to be intense, and you've already seen the racing's just gone up a level in intensity. So
and that's because...
It's only going to get worse.
What do you reckon?
Better, whatever you want to call it.
But do you think...
Worse for you, better for the fans.
But is it because they're trying to... listen to the fans or listen to the drivers? Is it that they're now allowing it, but now there's a bit of grey mark? Because, I mean, a lot of people going, is that a penalty? Is that not a penalty? It doesn't help you blokes who own that. You got to write the fucking check.
We need the entertainment.
Sorry, but, like, that doesn't help me fucking car that's smashed because you fucking punted me. You know
it's
what
a
I mean?
catch-22. The sport needs it to pay the bills. So we need the entertainment. We need the TV rights deal, which is coming up at the end of the year. So they've got to entice another TV deal. So unless you've got entertainment and crowds, and people turn on the telly.
You are entertainment now, really. You are.
Exactly.
You're entertainment business that races cars.
You're
not a race car business.
With a supercar WWE.
That is, isn't it? Do you find though, with the way that the racing officials are allowing a bit more racing and you're seeing a bit more aggressiveness, do you think that a few people will probably be starting to push the boundaries a little bit, which they're already fucking doing now, I guess?
Yeah,
in a way?
The problem is they didn't really say they were going to let it go.
Yeah, they just seem to.
So there was some people like.
Yeah,
we got caught out with it, or our drivers got caught out with it more than others, and not for any reason, just
is what it is.
They didn't realise all of a sudden they weren't going to get penalties for what happened, so now we can go and do the same thing. So there's going to be a lot of
biff and buff, isn't it?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of retaliation and stuff, which is not good. But if it's controlled and they do it professionally, like the professional drivers, they should be able to manage it.
Yeah,
and it's all right to turn someone round and push them off the track, but when it's in a dangerous spot where there's a wall, that's not on. So as long as the drivers are smart enough, which some of them aren't.
No.
And you got to be probably more aware, even as an engineer, of telling the driver who's behind him,
around
how close
you.
they are.
Yep.
And you know what his potential is to do that.
Yeah.
Where another driver, like Chaz lost it when he was up the back of Cooper.
Yeah.
Chaz did a brilliant job. Cooper did too, but Chaz could have punted him. Multiple times.
It was pretty clean.
Would have, and
bit of telegraph
he
sort of.
So,
it was good.
Yeah, and that's full respect to Chaz for that. So,
do you find that the boys are finding it harder because of the setup and the way the Gen 3 is, that they haven't really got fucking much visual at all to the sides, or they still go okay? Really. It's all right.
It's pretty good until you get your mirror knocked off like Cooper did, and then it's a bit harder. You can't see out one side of the car, but but if you've got all your mirrors intact, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
fascinating.
Yeah.
We heard when we were at DJR last year, they were telling us that they like to knock the mirrors off in qualifying.
Yeah, because it takes some drag off the car.
Yeah. Is that a proper thing?
Yeah, well, they actually, one of their drag adjustments after the wind tunnel testing was to put bigger mirrors on the car.
Oh, really?
It causes more drag. So if you knock one mirror off, you got less drag.
Of course.
So you technically go faster down the straight.
Yeah, of course,
There's a bit of wank factor in that.
Isn't it
at Bathurst, probably. If the first lap you want to knock the mirror off, you probably go faster down the straight.
Straight.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, it's Adrian knew how to build a race car, isn't it? It's just technicalities of what it is, and it's amazing. And I think about it, when you think about it, it's no different. It's all relative, isn't it? We're the pinnacle of the Southern Hemisphere. And most people say it. We are the pinnacle of tin tops. Okay, maybe DTM or something, but we really are the pinnacle of tin tops in the world. And it's not like Formula One, but it is on the same level in terms of just in different degrees of that. I mean, you look at some of the you got top 10 is separated by fucking nothing, mate. It's nothing. It's amazing.
Minutes,
and you just think about it, right? You got 10 guys all that, and they've just 10 of them. It's quite amazing, isn't it?
People can't comprehend what a tenth of a second is. It's
it's just like an eye blink, and you've got 10 cars have gone past that,
and it could just be a gear change done wrong. But,
isn't it? Just and that's the beautiful thing about it. And watching everyone again, very blessed to be sort of involved, not to this level, which we're so grateful for, but whether it be a sponsor or whatever, and you're in the pits and you're talking, and you just watch everyone, and that's what we do. You just sat in the background and watched them all, and watched everyone's interaction, and it's no different it's a team environment, whether it at pinnacle of motorsport or pinnacle of car industry or whatever. It's just, you look at the harmonious of the team and everyone knows if there's an issue, it's just automatic, everyone gets onto it, bang, done. When fucking idiot punted Brock. It just, you see everyone, fuck, bang, it's just automatic. And we're just sitting there going, fucking have a look at this, a fucking machine.
It's impressive.
It was just bang, 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 get this done. And we're just in there going, fuck yeah, this is fucking rock and roll.
Yeah,
And then it'll just
I'll
bang.
probably lose the appreciation for the environment we can show people like you that don't get to see it.
I love it.
Yeah. It just comes natural to us. We don't even think about it.
And that's the grouse thing, is just watching that, and they're just, like I said, we're just flies on the wall. But it's, again, like, you cannot compare anything. But it's like us, we were saying before, it's just we hold ourselves in a very high manner in how we do things, and just little things like up here looking, the cars have to be straight and all that. You can't compare it to the pinnacle of what you guys do, but it's just that attention to detail, or just knowing that you're ready to go at a split second, and just watching everyone that chess, like, just bang, and you just, next you know, fucking someone's on the fucking trolley, the golf bar, bang, getting parred, fucking, you going, fuck yeah. And honestly, credit to you, I don't fucking piss at any cunt's pocket, I show the way it is. I just sat down and I go, it's credit to you guys, because it's implemented, and they just, you didn't have to say shit, you don't even think we were there. And they just fucking bang. And I'm like,
good people, it's easy.
That's what I mean. And that's the fucking grouse thing. And I've been very blessed that, again, I don't even want to, I'm not even in the same league, but just in terms of the pinnacle of, in terms of the administrators and how you run and the ethos of that. And it was just nice sitting there watching it, and just bang. It was just like everyone knew exactly what needed to be fucking done. And they were bang. As soon as the car got dropped off, bang. They're fucking evaluating. No one's fucking just bang, 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 bang. Yeah. And then you came and I'm watching you, and you're just fucking watching, going, every person's got this shit together. Everyone's fucking on it. Yep, what can I do to assist?
Yeah.
And that's what I was watching. I was like, this is fucking epic. And because you're so brilliantly minded, and so is Liam, and you guys, I'm watching you, and everyone, we're just like, again, we're not in the same league, but it's just understanding how the ethos is just fucking bang, 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 bang. And it was just military. It was fucking grouse.
It's just same as what a culture you build here, to make sure you sell cars, and
has to
how
be
you set
perfect.
them up, and the presentation of when you walk in the place. Like, you can't not be impressed. And
it
impresses us.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, it's very small compared to what you blokes do. And like I said, it was just huge. Just watching that, and just like I said, I mean, you felt the passion with everyone, because even I was like, fuck, and we were sitting there, and then everyone's just like, fuck, and then bang, let's go. And there's bang, you go, bang, bang, bang. I was like, oh yeah, let's watch this. And it was just next, you know, the fucking thing's apart, and then you just bang, and then you off you go.
Well, it's fascinating, because obviously I'm racing the open wheeler, and so on Saturday I brought all of the crew in. You would have seen them all in someoone's racing shirts.
Again,
and it was fascinating for us, because we're doing what you're doing at a very amateur level. Compared to you, obviously, but it was fascinating because we do that to watch and see the differences and how does it all work. And there was one moment when Jack's car had come back in from being hit by the wall, and it was still being torn apart.
No, it wasn't hit by the wall, because
hit, and then hit the wall.
The wall was the end result of what his actions beforehand. I'm not mentioning names; it's the fucking truth.
And I was watching a mechanic on the front of the car with a tool undoing a bolt to start taking the front of the car off, and another mechanic walked up to him to ask a question about something else, and he let go of the tool, walked away, and as soon as he'd walked away, someone else had walked up to the tool and kept doing the job. It's like, how switched on are these guys?
Fucking awesome, isn't it?
Wow, just incredible.
And that's the thing, we just shut up and we're watching, and everyone's grouse when it's all fucking cruisy. It's when crisis is when people fucking, that's when you fucking, when you need it, and that's the way I've always looked at things in life, and the crews and teams, and no matter where I'm blessed being a part of, and build that culture, build that team, so then when a client comes in, everyone's aware, everyone's on it. The clients feel special that everyone knows them. They know exactly the format. Hence, when we're sending emails, everyone's in the emails, so everyone knows exactly what the game plan is. And watching that, and that's the thing. It's look, every V8 supercar team, of course, have that culture. You have to. You're at the pinnacle of our sport. You have to. But again, like I said, I've been very blessed that I have not. But I have seen it.
Out, we started yelling at each other. And like
but that's true too, because you're all running passionate and hot. But again, it was just, and then to come back the next day and have it there good to go. And you know, Jack was like, just a couple of adjustments, and you're like, it's pretty fucking epic, isn't it? It is.
It's awesome.
It is epic, and they're just fucking go. Thank fuck we got the. Thanks, Gabby. You're an absolute champion. We're the only fucking team with the full fucking air guns in the back. Thanks, brother. You're a fucking champion.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was awesome. In that race, when Jack got put into the wall, I remember I was standing right behind the two. What do you call the guys that actually are on the headphones with the drivers? The two guys standing in front of the screens in the middle. What do you call them?
He was a data engineer, and the team manager was in there.
Right, okay, cool. Yeah. So I was standing right behind those two guys in front of the screens. Yeah. And as soon as Jack hit the wall, the one on the right went, fuck, and threw his headphones down and walked off. And the guy on the left swapped seats to the right to reveal the driving standards rules on the screen. Yeah. And in 30 seconds, he'd opened up the portal to the to the stewards to get he's going, car 99 to car this, this rule, that rule. I'm going, whoa!
But that's just bang, 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 bang,
so
bang, bang,
cool.
bang. Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's why you look at it and you go... And that was a beautiful weekend because, again, very blessed, have been a part, seen some stuff at the back end with the Formula One and that, and with V8s, and you look at it, and because we're the pinnacle, and that's the pinnacle, and you look at it, it's all relative in scale for the dedication, and then just a bang, 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 bang. It's no different. The Formula One, the fuck up, everyone's just bang, they're onto it. And no different to the R sport, you know what I mean? It's just everyone's bang. Sadly, you don't want it to happen on that weekend. You want it to be another way. But it just, when it does, it's when you have that crisis that's really when you shine.
Yeah, it's part of the sport, so you just got to learn to deal with it and not let it get to you.
And I suppose the drivers from that point of view, I mean, just getting them back in the focus, I suppose. Each driver, I suppose, has their own way.
Yeah, they're professionals, and Cooper's getting to the stage where he's already really professional for a young guy, and
because he's done a lot of Carrera Cup, then he did Dunlop Super 2, and then obviously the wild card with
Lounsey last year,
which was great, and then obviously then the opportunity now to is your full-time driver, one of your full-time drivers, sorry. Yeah.
And he's already shown he can qualify in the top 5.
Yeah,
so
that was fucking
the next
epic.
steps are
epic.
Yeah, I think I said the year before, it's hard to get him to that level. It's easy to pull him back a bit.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, he raced really well on the weekend. It was just pretty savage racing, and he got a few raw ends of the stick.
But it's a pretty unforgiving track, that. It's so fucking concrete walls.
The mid-pack battles were...
I mean, that was... if you think about that type of racing on another circuit where you had a bit more run off and, okay, you get back, it's okay. That was just not... certainly, it was just... Yeah,
that's where we wanted to see him start up in third. So then you're out of that battle.
Correct. Clean air running away, and that's what we were hoping for. We were discussing it. Who the fuck are we? And we're discussing strategy. We're going, fuck, if he gets away, all these fucking idiots, they'll stack. It'll be fucking grouse. The Red Bulls were just fucking nice. We got 30. You won't even go for zero. See the go. It was just amazing. But I suppose he must have been pretty pleased too. Just okay. He's I guess learning his way, but it's also, I've got broad elbows. I'm not here to be pushed around.
No, he's a quiet sort of kid, but he's got a lot of self-confidence, and that would have helped his confidence a lot to get through the weekend. And he got a 9th, which was his first top 10.
Mate, I know, that was awesome.
Second round, and who knows what could have happened Sunday, but, he's got a hat that says third, so we'll keep that.
Mate, as I say, we'll take it, mate. I mean, hello. I mean, it's now just, is it sim work now? Is it sort of thing? They're just doing a lot of sim work for Taupo?
Yeah. We sent Cooper over there last month, or a couple of weeks ago actually, to drive that track.
Sure, because I've never been there yet.
What in?
Just in a Toyota 86.
86, yeah, right.
Cool. Yeah, just to learn the track, and he did a half a day there, and he got some running in the wet as well. So
nice.
He now knows where the bumps are.
And comparable times would say other people at 86 at height.
Yeah.
All good, felt good.
Real good, yeah.
He liked the track.
Yeah, his brother actually races over there, so his brother's team did it for him.
Yeah, Grouse.
Oh,
nice.
Grouse. Really good opportunity. And,
Grouse.
So he now knows where the track goes, knows where the...
He likes the track, because some drivers don't like certain tracks, whatever.
Yeah, he likes it, yeah.
Oh, Grouse.
Yeah, there's plenty of passing opportunities. And, it's going to be some wild racing again.
It's meant to go off quite big, Taupo. It's meant to be really...
It's packed last
year. The track to town looked
It's meant to be unbelievable.
Yeah. They pretty much had everybody in the town there last year, and... Yeah, it was really good. It was a good spectacle, and they did a great job of setting it up. And
awesome.
It's not a lot of room, but they packed out what room they had.
Yeah,
you couldn't fit any more.
It was well received. They've got a great moat race, honestly. New Zealand's the best. It's such an amazing car culture, everything, and that's why it was just a no-brainer. Mate, there's less people there than there is in Victoria.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
The car culture and the demographics and And because it's a deregulated market, and when we were there with Duttons, the shit that we could do, you just can't do here. I'll never forget, we're in Duttons, and I remember I was out at the front having a fag, and I hear this, whoa, 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 and Liam's like outside, and we were moving a couple of cars, and I'm going, mate, that sounds fucking epic. And I just thought it was like a fucking muscle car. No shit. This fucking bloke rides out, big burly bloke, I was a trike, with the fucking V8 with the pipes, and I'm just like, I drop my smoke, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And Liam goes, yeah, they get the WAF, the warrant of fitness, and then if it roadworthy, like I said, we've got challenge cars up there at IMS, who we're very close with. Hi guys, International Motorsport, they're the best in New Zealand. Anyone that's gone through them, Lyle, Captain, how are you? Anyways, I walked in there, because we've done a lot of stuff with them, race cars and stuff, and here's a 430 challenge sitting there with fucking plates on it.
So cool.
I couldn't believe it. I went, they go, Shawnee, it's got lights, horn, that's how cool New Zealand is, man.
So
and then when we went back another time, fucking cup car.
Yeah.
It's exactly, it should how it be. It's unbelievable. Anyways, never mind, they fucking saved the
Cup
tree,
car on the road
bastards.
would be nuts.
Come on, man.
Nuts.
That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. That car there, that
Supercar on the
GT2R.
road.
Come on, it's in
Yeah.
that grouse. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's just... Yeah, anyways, they've just got a great car culture there.
Yeah.
So at least he got good feelings of the track then, yeah? Fantastic.
Good. Yeah, he's ready to go. So he'll be doing lots of sim work before
Yeah.
that. And
So you guys have got the sim at your place, or they got obviously probably sims
yeah,
at
we've
home
got a
or
sim
something?
at our place, but they've got their own sims.
Yeah, and they just get in there and
Cooper's
get-
actually
yeah.
a pretty high level sim racer. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was mentioning that
does
too.
really well, yeah.
Oh, was
Spiel,
he?
yeah,
I missed
because it's
that.
Phil, because when I was talking to him, because obviously we were saying about, because we had a sim business next door,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good, and just unfortunately the idiot that I was involved with, just like anything, just what do you do, mate? So it was better off just closing it. So it was good though, because we had a few that 24-hour boys were coming in, weren't they? The Nürburgring guys.
Nürburgring 24 hours.
Proper pro drivers.
Yeah,
they were coming and
right,
getting. They were doing iRacing, so they were just putting in all their stuff and then they just get stuck into it and then just go crazy.
Yeah.
So it was really good, but it's like anything, sadly some people don't respect and then they rough. And 25, 30, 35
Yeah.
grand rigs, and next thing you know, that's broken and that's this. And then
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? And when it's run by a donkey too, you just went, you know what, bugger it, just too hard. So in the end, we closed it. And that's why I just kept my one downstairs.
Yeah.
And it was good, and it had the opportunity, but again, there was so much on our table, I
Yeah.
can't worry about that either. But I remember talking to Cooper about the Sims and that sort of stuff, because, he said, we're doing a lot of it, because the young guys, because remember Corny's doesn't even fucking do it.
He was
When we
crap.
go, he goes,
Crap.
it's shit, I'm not into it, Shorty, we don't
Yeah.
do it. And then a lot of the older blokes don't do it. And then Thomas, obviously I've been to Thomas's joint, that's a fucking crazy Sim they got there.
Yep.
And then the younger guys are like, yeah, they're into it, but the older guys just couldn't be fucked with it. But it's quite amazing how it really does.
Yeah, I think you've got to treat it like a tool, not you
Correct.
You can't
It's not a
pretend
game.
it's a real car. It's not a real
No,
car.
no, but just
So
I
you
guess a
use
tool
it,
of
especially the
breaking.
young guys. They use it. I try and encourage them to use it for concentration. Try
Yes.
and do 30 laps the same.
Yeah,
That's
Yes.
where you get your brain concentrating and
Yeah.
focused. And
Yeah.
if you use it to
Just be
that,
consistent
and
constantly
you
in
can't, it's never going to be a real car. So
No.
and that's what a lot of the older guys say. Oh, it doesn't feel like a car, but don't use it like a car. Use it like a tool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just sharpening your
focus
skill
tool,
sets or
yeah.
whatever the case may be. I mean,
Then when you get to a track,
yeah,
like Anton was a classic back in 2018 when he first drove with us. He was he learnt the Formula One Grand Prix track on the sim, and then like the first lap out the gate, he was on all the brake markers and he was
Yeah.
on the pace straight away.
yeah.
He
You've got
said
the
he felt
familiarity.
like he'd already done 1,000 laps of the track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just got in a real car.
Yeah.
and it all just came back to him, and
Yeah,
like
it's
the
a-
judge.
it's
I had
amazing tool.
the exact same experience the very first time I
bend.
drive the Hyper Racer,
Yeah.
the open wheeler, because with the first drive I had in that car, they're gracious enough to let me, total nobody, drive the bloody thing, and it was my first experience with slicks,
Yeah.
downforce, any sort of race car, and it's an open wheeler, so it's a snappy, terrifying mess. And in 16 laps, me and total nobody was within 2 seconds of the pace because I'd done 300-400 sim laps
Yeah.
in preparation
Yeah.
on that track in a similar car. So it's same thing.
Yeah.
All my brake markers, everything. All I had to do was apply
That.
the math in my head to what I was doing in
They
the real
realise
life.
you can't
Yeah.
go escape when you crash.
yeah, exactly.
Bloody hell. It is, yeah, it's awesome. I can't wait.
they're
I've
brilliant
actually,
tool, yeah.
I was saying to Carly and Cooper, I want to come down there and I want to give it a go.
Yeah, for sure, anytime, yeah.
Yeah, that'd
It's a
be
great
awesome.
sim, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So now with this downtime, well, it's not downtime. There's still always something that can be done productively. So whilst the cars are on the boat, they're a week or two before? No, 2 weeks at least before they get there. Or no, what's it about 8, 9?
Yeah, so we leave 3 weeks today to go there, and then the race weekends.
So when's the cars then get there? They'll just go straight to Auckland, and then the trucks will take them down to...
2 weeks today, so...
So then...
Yeah, so Auckland, and then they'll get shipped down
Taupo.
on trucks
and then,
to Taupo, yeah.
So you guys, obviously...
Taupo.
Taupo?
Don't ask me.
Taupo, apparently. That's how you say it.
Ask Liam.
Yeah.
Ask Liam.
And so... Obviously, you guys have got all your stuff sorted, so the crew will all pretty much stay together or close by, so it's just
we
convenient.
just got a couple of houses, Airbnbs.
And, which is easy.
Yep.
And then, so the cars get packed a certain way to get transported, and then they get unloaded, and then a day or two, just put everything rock and roll, and then, when's your first day on track? Friday or Thursday?
Friday afternoon, yeah.
Friday afternoon.
So we get there, we fly in Wednesday afternoon.
Yes.
Then we've got a whole setup day Thursday.
Of course, yeah.
And so the cars are both in all the equipment, and both cars are in a 40-foot shipping container. So it's got a hoist inside it.
Yeah, so I saw them like they're loading them up.
Wow.
Yeah. I was amazing the way they're setting them up. It's amazing. I saw both cars take the wings off, and they were loading up the cars. I saw them everyone.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Wow. Are those specific for you guys? Like, did Supercars make those, or are they just
Gibson?
No,
Put it
they're
together,
actually
maybe.
designed for. They're a car hoist designed for a container.
Wow.
So they're not hydraulic or anything. They've basically got a block and tackle on each corner, and you
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then as it gets up to the right spot, you put
Locks
a bolt
it.
in.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
they're basically bolted up there and strapped down. And,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's pretty scary.
And the other side, all parts and whatever the case may be, or
everything
whatever.
that's usually in the truck.
So you can pretty
Yeah.
much, each team within reason can pretty much put a race weekend parts and so on within a 40-foot with both cars roughly.
Yeah, the only overflow bits is spare engines and your wheels.
Sure.
There was a communal container that we all got to
Oh,
share.
okay.
Right.
All the teams shared again.
Yep.
Put your shit. Okay, cool.
Because you put, everything but a spare engine and some wheels.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, without over-designing the container.
Of course,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We got racking and shelving and everything up there.
Yeah.
Most things are on wheels, like toolboxes and all your flight cases and stuff.
But none of your trucks and all those transporters go. No. You just use local there, which probably might be best.
No, the shipping container basically gets dumped at the back of the garage, and you
wow.
you work
You
straight out of that, transfer into the garage.
Okay, cool.
And,
okay,
the
sweet.
shipping container's right there, so you can just you
Pack
get
up
all
when
your
you're
stuff
finished
out
up
there.
is easy.
That's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then will the
pretty
shipping container get repacked and then go from there straight to Tasmania?
No, it's coming
go
back
back to
here.
your job,
Okay.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
we've potentially only got 2 days to get the cars ready to
Fuck.
go on the ship.
And
to
then do
Tasmania.
you put everything back in the trucks and then put the trucks on the Spirit?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Tasmania?
you loaded the trucks up, wouldn't you?
Far
And then
Yeah,
drive
so
them
we're
over
going
to
to unpack all the
Spirit.
containers, prep all the cars, load them into the truck, take them.
I'm surprised the truck actually fits in the Spirit of Tasmania.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, you see, mate, there's fucking heaps. They've got a section where they heaps of them.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
I
They'd have
think
like
it's
a
a
truck.
different ship now. It's the old toll ship, I think it is.
Right.
Okay, cool. Which is just pure like a roll on, roll off.
Yeah, so it's a whole bit that all goes on.
Yeah. And then, so the whole crew is pretty much packing and unpacking, or you've got another separate crew that do that.
No, whole crew.
It's the whole crew, isn't it? Yep.
All our full-time staff,
Yep.
they do everything. So,
So, as soon as the race weekend, the bang, it's like everyone just start packing up.
Yeah, I think
Chris
there's
will go
18
back.
of us, including the drivers, that go to New Zealand.
Yeah, wow.
18.
Yeah.
Far out. My head hurts with the logistics that must be involved with
Well, that's the
that.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, but you've obviously, each team has their own logistics person that handles with it all. I mean, there's no fucking way you could do it with everything else. There's no way. They just report to you to go, we're all on track.
Callie does a lot of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I help her with a bit of it. But
Sure.
Yeah.
So then they'll just go, everything's on track.
Yeah.
We're all golden. I need your help. Then you
Yeah.
make the call. Otherwise,
We run a pretty simple, tight ship. We just
easy.
don't rely on too many people. We just rely on each other to
Don't get
do a good job.
complicated.
And, you had too many people, it sometimes causes more headaches than good.
Fucking oath.
And what's
100%.
the inter-team relationship like in the paddock on a race weekend? I noticed at the Formula One that one of the other team's guys came in and started talking to you about the fact that they needed a part that they didn't have or something like that. You guys normally pretty friendly and helpful in that way, or?
Yeah, some teams, yeah.
Inter-team, you mean?
Yeah, between
Between
like a
VR
different
teams.
team guy came in wearing some other shirt.
Sure.
And said, Barry, we don't have this part, whatever the case may
But the
be.
funny thing is...
Some of the teams are really, really close with, and
And you would have had staff that may have moved or come on and they've got the relationships there, I suppose. I mean, that would be a big bit of a dynamic too, you know?
As soon as I get to the track, all the other teams are my enemy. So
100%.
Yeah,
and
so
as
it's
it,
like war to me,
100%, it would be.
And
Fucking
most of my
oath.
boys are the same. And
100%.
But then on Sunday night after the races, we're happy to have
Have a beer with it. Yeah.
And then
That's it. But that's the
next
right
race
philosophy.
we won't talk to them. So.
Fucking oath. But that's the right philosophy. We're here to fucking win. We're not here to fucking make the numbers
Even
up.
if it's a little bit of intimidation just to get them
Fucking
off.
oath.
Yeah, that's just what you
Mind
do.
games and shit like that goes with it, and just that psychology.
Everything you can do to win, that's what we do.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. And once you've tasted that winning, you want it more and more and more.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing, because, you know, most of your crew would, I mean, obviously there's a few changes, but in saying that, when you've won the Bathurst or the title, I mean, that's still a lot of the crew still there. So they've tasted it. So that's just,
Most
so
of
it's
the,
like,
most of the ground crew, like the workshop crew,
the
same guys we had for the last 2 or 3 years. So
that's what I mean. So they've tasted it. Well, we want to go back there again. We know how good it is. And you've got the ethos, you've got the team.
Yeah.
Now you just get the drivers on form and off you go. You're giving them the car.
Well, I wanted to ask, in those, 2023, you're obviously the champion. You guys have won Bathurst 1000 and all that sort of stuff. In those years, did you notice that there was a vibe difference was there different things that you were doing back then to when you were at the front of the grid and winning championships and stuff like that? Did it feel different?
Not really. 2023 was it was definitely a year where we had everything in place. All the structure was there, really good, and not that we have now, but because we had some drivers leave and get poached by other teams, we've obviously got some different drivers now, and that makes a change. But that year, it was a special year where everybody knew what they were doing, and it felt really easy for me as the boss called it at the track because everybody knew their job. At times I was like, what am I doing here?
But that's how when it's efficient and it's running perfectly. But that's what you want. Fuck, what can I do? Nothing. Because we've got everything so fucking, which is a credit to you and Betty, just everything's so efficient, I suppose. But in saying that, I mean, the ethos, the psychology, the culture's there because you've done it and you've won it before. Okay, so 2 drivers have gone. Well, drivers come and go. They got the same attitude and they fall into the culture. Well, then you've got the recipe for success. You've done it before.
Exactly.
Just got to make sure the boys are quick. That's all, isn't it? If you give them the tool.
So you in your industry, I'm sure it comes second nature to you. And
it does.
It comes second nature, and that's why you feel like it's easy sometimes because you don't even know what you
work so hard to get there
because it just comes natural.
Correct.
It's been amazing working with him. I've started taking on more responsibility here and selling cars and doing all sorts of stuff in the last couple of months.
We're so fucked.
And it's amazing because he's obviously done it for so long, and I've come in. I know a lot about cars and everything else, but I've never sold one before. So I'm learning the ropes and all this sort of stuff. And every time I got a question, I ask him. It's straight off the bat. He's got this answer, and it seems so obvious. It makes so much sense that that's what you should do, but there's no way I would have known that. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
But what it is I've found that, again, like anything, people complicate shit for no reason. And
same in racing.
And either to make it themselves feel important or to complicate something that shouldn't be complicated. And again, look, I'm not the smartest bloke, but I've been around the block, and one thing I've learned with this place is, plus also I don't have to deal with the board of directors, which is very frustrating. But when you're dealing a bit of common sense, actually a lot of common sense, and you actually firm and believe firm because you're coming from a good spot, I'm actually quite happy with it if it doesn't go my way. Because it's not about go my way, because you can't see it from where it is. And I think that's it. I mean, you've got the right ethos, you've got the right, hang on, like all your crew are like, we're giving you the tools, the opportunity, and we've proven to be number one. So they're all still here. It's what you fucking do with it. You've got the opportunity either you fuck it up or we own it again, and then we're just fucking number one, because we're just so that, and so that's what I mean, like it's grouse, you've got that culture already there. You've won, you've tasted success, you know what it's like. Now let's go back there again. We're not just a one-off, we're a multiple, and I think now with Jacks that have got a bit to, want to prove, look, I am here for the right reasons and I can do it.
Yeah.
You got Cooper that's just like, fucking, let's go. You've got like the right formula going, and that you just with the right ethos, and especially from what we saw,
getting everybody to believe in each other again. That's
key.
Yeah, that's always a big part. And in 23 we had that. Last year we had that, and it shows. You get the results. And Bathurst last year was the easiest race. As silly as it sounds, it was one of the easiest races because we were so ready for it.
Yeah,
and everybody was in tune. The pit stops were perfect. The engineers made the right calls. The drivers didn't make mistakes, and
which is again, it's not pissing progress. It's just the way it is. It's like any CEO or leader of a company, because technically it is a business, and you're in show business, so that's even worse because you're on public display and all the bullshit and the criteria, and everyone's a fucking sofa expert and has no fucking idea apart from a PlayStation, and they're fucking calling shots on your industry and decisions you make or other team managers or owners make, and you're sitting there going, like I noticed that with the Gen 3s, I'll never forget, I'm going, holy fucking hell, the shit that we were going through with some of the things, it was like, wow. And you're like, cool, we get it. But again, it's just that resilience and knowing that, we've got the right ethos, we're here, we know who we are, we've done it, everyone's on the same page. And like you said, that's after battle, and that's a credit to you and Betty, because you're distilling that and everyone just knows, and anyone outside will just, no, that's just the way we work. This is the way it is. It's not negotiable. But it's not negotiable in a grouse way, because everyone lives and everyone fucking grows. If you're a shit cunt, it's a shit prick, I don't fucking want you anyways. You know what I mean? You don't, because it's like different. You just see the person, you
people on the
ask them.
keyboards, people on the keyboards are just...
Mate, I cop that all the time here. My brother Stephen, he's like, same, he's in the, new to me, because he helped me, and he reads some of the keyboard messages, and I'm like, just ask him to come in. Right? Come in so I can fucking give him a backhander, because they have no expert. It's just their bored lives and they want to throw rocks.
Yeah, it's just a bored opinion.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, how many people were throwing rocks at us with the Gen 3s? What do? We built a boulder and fucking smashed them all. And that's what it is. It's just, we love it. We love it. Just keep, mate. Like I say, fucking back against me, motherfucker. Back against me. Watch me back it. Because that's the thing. It's just a push. And because you've tasted it and because everyone's there, you can see the hunger in everyone, and they're just like, yeah, man, there's no reason why we can't be in the top 5 this year. There's no fucking reason at all. You've got it all there. Everything's there. It's just they need a bit of luck and not fuckheads punting you and stupid things like that, but that you can't control. But like you said, if everyone's ready and rock and roll, you've got everything covered, isn't it?
You've got to be ready to grab it when the opportunity comes.
Ready for business, so to speak. You're ready.
When the driver qualifies up there and he's racing good, and pit stop comes, you got to make sure you don't mess up the pit stop. So that's where the team side comes in, and that's where the culture comes in, and the mental state of everybody in the team has to be right.
100%.
One person can make a mistake, and
mate, the gun, the fucking off the ball, whatever, and that's and like it's really, I guess, like Formula One, it's quite amazing how much is hindered on the pit stops in and out. You see them, and really you're finding that
22 people in the pit stop. It's like
crazy.
But you're finding that with you guys, with V8s as well, when the boys are coming in and you're seeing drop, jumping because. Fuck, he just didn't get the gun on properly. Things like it's quite amazing how much it's really, really hindering. It's how precise it really is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite amazing, which is fantastic, really. Fuck, it makes you got to be on your guard. Hence, practice.
Practice like they were doing it today. They did it yesterday. We've got an actual supercar that drives in. Like we do it like full simulated pit stops.
We saw Blanchard's that day. Remember they were fucking using the car just and all the boys going through it and just. Repeat, isn't it? And then repeat again.
Yeah, and if you don't, you're going to fail. You're not going to win.
100%.
Yeah.
And you're finding it... How are you finding with this Gen 3 changes and all that? And granted, everyone throws rocks at the Fords or the Chevs and this is better than that, all that's rubbish. But you've been in the sport a long time, and do you find that it has made it closer racing or not really? It's one of those things with the certain teams seem to always have an advantage, or do you feel that it has brought it back with NASCAR and that? Do you feel it's brought it back to the...
Yeah, it's definitely brought it... There's more opportunity for teams to win.
Yes.
Because you can't make a better upright or a better steering rack or a better widget for the car.
Yes.
Because everybody's got the same thing. So there's 2 different body shapes and 3 next year, but the team's got to do the job and the driver's got to do the job. And it's more so than ever where back when Triple Eight could outspend people, it was hard to keep up.
Sure.
And you had to do something different and better to beat them, and that's it was probably, you felt probably better when you're beaten back in those cars, because if you'd done a good job, you'd done an incredible job. But, in 2023 we're all on an equal keel. So we actually come out the best team at the start of the year, and we continued it for the rest of the year. So we're real proud of that, and it's something nobody's ever going to take away from us. So,
fuck no, mate. That's it. And it's the same people behind, the same, like it's in, your race builders or the car builder, all that. It's still all the same, isn't it? It's just because the cars are all, your cars are. Is it someone? Where is it? I was reading. Is it? Is it White or something?
James White, yeah. So he works for us. He's in Mount Gambier.
Yes.
So
and
that's where our fabrication shop is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
he builds the chassis.
Oh, okay, cool. And then, but the majority of stuff is still done with down the road, though.
Yeah.
Everything pretty much.
Down there. Yeah. You all buy sort of certain components from other people, whether it's another team or a supplier like AP. So all the components come from the same person, then you assemble the car. So it's a lot more basic than the old cars used to be in that sense.
Okay.
You can basically all buy the same part from the same person, and basically it's how you set up your car and what springs you've got in it and what damper settings.
Because that's really it, isn't it? The aero, and that's pretty much... Nothing else.
There's still a lot of things you can do to mess it up.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot
correct,
of things you can
100%.
do to get it right. So, it's still not the easiest cars to tune, but they're easier than the old car because you don't have to worry about somebody having a better upright or,
I understand.
or something else better in the car that you can't have.
And each car, each track is quite varied in the setup you're finding, or you can find that the setups can sort of go through various tracks for a little bit, or they are quite setup dependent.
We have a base setup that we sort of know, and then there's on this style of track that'll work, and on this style of track that'll work, and that level of grip needs that, and this level of grip needs that. So you've got to be able to really know from history or predict the level of grip you're going to have to start with, and then you're putting the setup in that you think it's going to work, and then you can tune it in practice. So,
And I suppose now with new drivers as opposed to previous data from other drivers, it's a whole new feeling, I guess, isn't it? And you can only go off from the data you've had from the driver's experience, maybe in other teams or whatever, or driven in other categories, like I suppose from Porsche Cup or something, followed with Cooper. Still getting a feel, but the setup must be very, very different in what he's getting used to.
But drivers all have their own sort of style.
Yes.
But there's a certain way you need to drive the car for it to be fast and look after its tyres. So you never want to get a driver to drive too different. But sometimes you need to push them in a certain direction to maybe the way they hit the brake pedal or release the brake pedal might be a little bit different to what comes natural. But if you can get them to do that and then it becomes natural, then you can get them to that elite level. So that's what we're trying to create with Cooper. And he's had some really good tuition along the way. So he's 95% of the way there.
And, fantastic.
We'll try and find that last 5%. So
awesome. All right, well, let's wrap things up by announcing that the YTG car will be returning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, I've already given the green tick.
I'm going to say nothing.
John, no, do the honours. Do the honours.
Fuck yeah. I'm still fucking buzzing from fucking F1. As you know, we're in Christchurch with YTG, with Liam, and Taupo's the next big event, which is a pretty epic event on the calendar for V8s, and we're very blessed that through the grace of Barry and Betty and the whole team, that we're very... Yeah, fuck me, I'm fucking can't believe it still. Fuck, we're humble. We're on the car for fucking second race, so...
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant to have you on again, Sean.
Thank you.
We've loved the journey so far, and
mate, it's honestly
we want to make sure you get a return out of it too, and make sure we help you sell some cars. So
that's
all it's about for you.
It's been fuck yeah. I didn't know we were going to say anything, so I'm like a fucking pig in shit. I am. I honestly, I don't know what to say. We are so honestly, mate. We are just so humble and grateful for for allowing us to be on there, and the whole crew, the whole team, everyone. They're just such good people, and I can fucking say that because I'm very privileged to have been involved with a lot of different teams at different levels, from the owners down to the drivers. And we've been involved with a lot of teams, AAA, DJR, Tigford, Blanchards, and so we've seen it, and we just feel so grateful to be with you guys, championship team, and our ethos, and we really believe in everything you guys are doing, what you've done, where you come from, where you're going. And there's a bit of a small word, because when I was with Duttons, we sponsored Jack on his helmet back in Techno.
Yeah,
so it's fucking, there's so much.
Yeah.
When AB was there, when we were Techno before, then he just went on, from there, and then it's like, and that's when I saw Jack, and I go, fuck, it's been such a long time, since we had Dutton Garage on the side there, and now with where it's at, and then and I guess it's like, just do the right thing and just build good relationships, and like I said, we haven't had much to do initially, and that's why we were just so taken back, and no one saw it coming. No one. I mean, we've always been the submarine. We've always been that way, and I like that. And for us to now say that we're on for New Zealand, honestly, mate, I cannot thank you so much. It is such a amazing, humbling. Fuck me, we're just.
Like I said before, we should be more appreciated that you were on board.
Oh, mate.
So,
whatever we can do, whatever we can bring to the table, and we've got a pretty good network, and we've got some good partners that we're hoping that want to come on board for New Zealand. That and the colours are all awesome. So we're working on a few things, and honestly, we're just. Yeah, fuck yeah. Grouse. It's fucking, it's been now, so I didn't know what to say, so you took me a bit, fuck, I didn't see that intersection.
I wanted to surprise you.
Take it out. I fucking drive through the intersection, I didn't see the truck coming, so honestly, fuck yeah, we're like pig and shit, mate. We are just so stoked, and fuck, mate, thank you so much. We're so fucking grateful, really, really are, to everyone at Erebus, thank you. We're so grateful to be on the second chapter in the journey, and who knows, God willing, down the track, but we're committed, and we love everything what you guys do. The ethos is the same, and just thank you. Honestly, I'm fucking blown away. Thank you. I really am. Thank you so much.
Let's
Barry.
Just get some results. That's the biggest thing.
You will
for the team and for your business.
Mate. It's already a win for us. The PR that we've had was unbelievable. I mean, the Formula One, it was a blessing just the way everything worked. But, Universe looks after good people, and I've always said that, and that's why you guys have been successful, and that's why you guys will continue to be successful, and you've got a great crew, and, mate, apart from dickheads punting us, and we'll be brand new, and that's really it. So
you got to let go of these things, Sean.
No, I haven't fucking built a bridge over fucking Abu Dhabi either.
Back to Abu Dhabi.
I haven't, mate. I fucking haven't. I still haven't. I can't.
What, Red Bull didn't win that?
Fuck Red Bull. I fucking hate fizzy drink. I fucking hate them. I'm not interested.
You to Michael Massey.
No, don't. No, I've been told I can't. I've already been warned. I said, no, Shawnee.
He's a good man.
Yeah, well. Sorry, mate. I'm sure we will.
Challenge now.
No, fuck, I don't know, brother. I remember AB last time. He goes, no, you come this way, Shawnee. And I was like, no. I don't know, man. I haven't got it. Anyways, fuck all that. Thank you so much. It's been so amazing to have you on. Really, it's been amazing to have you on our podcast. And I know you've been a lot of big ones speak, haven't they? But thank you, mate. And honestly, please tell everyone. Thank you, Wayne, to even just coming in, hanging out. We had such a fucking grouse time.
Yeah, I want to send him a text.
I haven't got his number, and I was going to send Carl to get his number.
I've got
He's a fucking champion.
Because I've got some set up things on the Hyper Racer. I want to run past him and see what he thinks about my changes.
Honestly, mate, you are blessed. You got a great crew, and that's because of what you guys have instilled. And that's a credit to you guys. And I wish you the most success, regardless of us, the most success this year, because good people deserve it. You've had plenty of fucking noise up and down and all different factors, but that doesn't matter, because from what we've seen and from what the ethos is, it's only success and winning from here. It's just a matter of just honing it. So we're grateful. Fuck the noise, mate. Yeah. Fuck them. Back against me, prick. Back against me. So thank you again.
No problem.
We hope we can have you on again in the future. We're looking forward to Taupo. You heard it from us. Awesome, mate. Thank you so much.
No
Pleasure.
worries, thank you.
Cheers,
guys.
All done.
Go.